Okay, we are starting conditional probability. Already we have solved many problems, and two of the problems are remaining for today. So, are you ready?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the presentation. Let me know when the presentation is available.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Thank you. Look at that. Uh, we'll do two maths from this chapter today, number 8 and number 15. Here, an urn contains 17 balls uh, marked loss and 3 balls marked win. That is, in each ball we have used two words. One of the words. One is loss and another is win. 17 is loss and 17 are loss and 3 are win. So how many total balls?
20.
20.
20, sir.
We have total 20 balls in the urn. You and your opponent take turns. Turns means one after one. What mean by turns? One after one. Okay. You and an opponent take turns selecting a single ball at random from the urn without replacement. Without replacement means conditional probability. Okay. The first turn will affect the second one. The second turn will affect the third one. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are two people. One is you and another is who? Your opponent. Okay. Y for you and O for opponent. The person who select the third win, win ball wins the game. It doesn't matter who selected the first two ball. That is, only the third win is the target. First and second win doesn't matter. Do you understand? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you are taking by turn. Like if you draw first, it's your turn, then your opponent's turn, then again you turn, then again your opponent's turn. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the first turn, this is the second turn, this is the third turn, it's what? Fourth turn. So if you the first person, your turn will be the odd turns, and your opponent's turns will be the
Even.
even turns. Okay. If you draw first, that is you are in the odd position, and if your opponent turn first, he will be the
Odd.
Even odd, sir. Sorry.
odd. If you draw first, you will be odd. If your opponent turn first, he will be odd. Now you will be odd. Find the probability that you win the game in the second draw. You win the game in the second draw. You second draw means what? You second
Sir.
draw means
So even,
Third.
sir.
no. You second draw,
Second row, sir. Third, sir.
that means third.
Third row.
You second draw, that means third. Now you second draw, that means third, and you win. But what is the condition for your winning? Third win. That is, in this case, it will be like this. Look at this. This is 8A. This is you. This is your opponent. So, win, win, win. In this case, it's possible to win in your second draw, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because if you need to win in the second row, you have to find the third win. Third win in second, it is possible if this is. That is, we have to find, in this case, probability of 3 consecutive wins. This is you, this is opponent, this once again what? You. Okay? Now, initially, there were how many win balls? 3 out of 20, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Then there are 2 win balls out of how many? 19.
19.
Then the last winning ball out of 18.
18.
8.
After the calculation, we'll get 1140. This is the event A. This is event A, okay? You win in your third game, third turn. The play is over. The game is over. Now, B said your opponent win in the his second turn. Now not you. Who will win now? Who will win?
Opponent.
Opponent.
Your opponent will win in his second draw. So, if your opponent need to win in the second draw, then say it's you, it's your opponent. Look at this. This is the first turn. This is the second turn. This is your second turn. This is his second turn. In this case, he need to find the win ball, third win ball, because he need to win this. In this part, the game has to be over. But how many slots here?
Fourth.
Fourth is fixed. So how many free slots?
So
Three.
3.
3. In 3 slots, you have to input 2 win, right?
Yes, sir.
So in 3 slots, you have to put say 2 wins. How many possibility? How many option you have? 3C2 is what? I think 3. 3C2 is what? 3. That is, you can arrange 3 way. Like you can put a win, then a loss here. Also, you can put win, loss, win here. Also, you can put loss, win here. So there are how many possibilities?
Sir, 3.
3 ways. That
Yes,
is, this is possible in 3 ways. So the probability of getting your opponent in the second turn has 3 ways. What is this? We should consider W, L, W, or W, L, W, or L, W. Do you understand? In these 3 ways, your opponent may win. Now let us find. Initially there are 3 out of 20, then 2 out of 20. Now a loss, sorry, not 20, it should be 19. Then there are 17 lost balls out of 18. 17 lost balls out of 18. Then 1 lost ball out of 17. You understand? Similarly, 3 by 20 into 17 by 19
Yes, sir.
into 2 by 18 into 1 by 17. The last one plus 17 by 20 into 3 by 19 into 2 by 18 into 1 by 17. And after the calculation, you will get 1 by 380. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, without understanding this figure, it's not possible to realize what actually going there. So be careful about it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We are not intent to do number C. Will keep us within B. A and B. Then number 15. Look at there. An urn contains 8 red balls. Say this is the first urn. 8 red balls and 7 blue balls. 8 red and 7 what?
Blue.
Blue balls.
So we are considering the urn. So let us say this is urn 1, 8 red, 7 blue. So how many in total? 15. Okay.
15.
And the second urn, where they actually? Second urn contains unknown number of red. We don't know what is the number of red, and 9 blue. How many? How many blues?
9.
9 blues. So let us consider x number of red, x number of red, and 9 number of blues. So how many in total?
9 plus x plus 9.
X plus 9. Okay. So the given balls now. We don't know what is the x. A ball is drawn from each urn. That is, from each urn you have to take one randomly, and probability of getting 2 balls are same color. 2 balls are same color is what? 151 by 300. How many red balls? That is, what is the value of x? What is the value of x? So here we have to find the same color. Same color means probability of red from the first urn intersection red from the second urn plus also blue from the first urn and blue from the second urn. Okay, they have given the probability of same color is what? 151 by 300. And what is the probability of red color in the first urn? 8 by 15. Do you understand? Into red in the second urn. How can I find this? Then blue in the first urn and hello.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the format. Now just calculate it to get the x. What can I find? You find actually you can write here if we divide by, you can write 151 by 300 is equal to 8x plus 63 by 15 x plus 9. You can divide by 15, we'll get 151 x plus 9. 151 x plus 9 is equal to it will be 20 8x plus 63. Then after the simplification you'll get 151x here, 151x minus 160. 9x equal to 151 into 9 minus 20 into 63, 99. So what is x? 11. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
That is, here 2 urns are given with certain number of balls, but one ball is number of one ball is unknown, and the conditional probability is given. From this we can find the unknown number of balls. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And with this chapter is over. Now, have you any question? বুঝতে পেরেছো?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
কার কোশ্চেন আছে প্রিভিয়াস লেকচার বা আজকের এই দুটো ম্যাথ নিয়ে?
No, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। Okay. Now we are going to the next chapter. Actually, next chapter is so easy. The independent events. Independent events, that means actually one event not depending others. But how you can identify the events are independent? There are two ways. Basically, if you can write probability of A under B is equal to probability of A. So what can you find? Sorry. Also, if probability of B under A, can you see actually condition not affects anymore. Here probability of A is equal to probability A under B. Probability of B is equal to probability of B under A. That is the condition not effect, has no effect. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Since the condition not affecting, then A and B are said to be what? Independent. A and B are said to be independent because no effect of the condition. Then we can find here we know A intersection B. I think you know L. We can write them like P of A, P of B under A, right? And also we know P of A equal to P of B. In this independent case, P of B under A equal to P of A. So if you can show this or this or this, any of those three, you can say A and B are independent. Okay, in return to show everyone, if you show any of them, then you can conclude the events A and B are independent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আবার দেখো সবগুলো চেষ্টা করো না যে তুমি একটা দেখাইছো ভাবলা যে আমি আরেকটা দেখাই, তুমি এত টাইম পাবা না কিন্তু পরীক্ষাতে।
Okay,
So
sir.
you have to just show one of them. But funny thing is that actually you will not get the chance to show everyone because in a single math only one condition may be available. Though you are want to show another, but you will not get any proper information. তুমি চাইলেও এমন ইনফরমেশন দেওয়া থাকবে না যে তুমি দুইটা কন্ডিশন শো করতে পারবা। Let us go. Flip a fair coin twice. A fair coin twice, 2 times. So 2 sides with two flips. So how many outcomes?
4.
4, sir.
4 outcomes. And observe the sequence of heads and tails. The simplest case. I think you can understand this. Head and head, head and tail, tail and head, tail, tail. Oh, one of the students asked me that may he use the tree in this case? Yes, you can. You can show the tree. You can write this directly. It's your choice. Okay. Now, each of the outcome have the probability 1/4 because actually the coins are fair. As fair, each of the sides are equally probable. So every side have the probability what?
Sir, 1/4.
1/4. Good. Then let us consider. Please don't ask me how A, B, C are made of. Actually, they are given. A, B, C are
They're given, sir.
given. Okay. So A is head on the first leaf. That is the first time. 2 of them head in the first leaf. 2 of them head in the second leaf. And C is the tail on the both leaves. Actually, this is T and T. So easily you can see probability of A is 2/4. Probability of B of also 2/4. Can you see? Probability of A is what? 2/4. Probability of B is what?
2/4.
And probability of C is what?
1 by
1 by 4.
4.
1 by 4. Okay. Now, what can we show? We can show like probability of B under A, probability of A union intersection B. What is probability of intersection B? A intersection B. How many elements in A intersection B? Intersection
1
B is
by
what?
2.
Sir, one common, sir.
One.
Head tail.
8 tail. So probability of intersection B has the probability 1 by 4.
One by
And the probability of A is what? 2 by 4, equal to half. And which is equal to what? P of B,
probability
right?
of B.
So you can see probability of A under B, so B under A is equal to probability of B. Same. So what can we conclude? A and B are independent. What can we say?
A and B
A
independent.
and B are independent.
A and B are independent. But if you want to show this in C, you will see it's not possible. Like what is the A and C? A intersection C is what? T and T, right?
So they are
So-
not independent.
A and A under C under A. If I try C under A, C under A, then probability of A intersection C divided by probability of A. You can find probability of A under C is equal to 1 by 4. P of A is half, which is actually half, right? But not equal to P of C. So C is not independent on A. A and C are not independent. A and B independent, but A and C are not.
And they are not independent.
They are not independent. So we can say if some events under some sample space, if two events are independent, it's not guarantees the others are also independent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mainly আবার একটু বলতে পারবেন স্যার?
Say two events are independent under a sample space. It's not guarantees about the others. This guarantee only for own. নিজেরটা নিজেই অন্যটা সে গ্যারান্টি দিবে না।
ওকে স্যার।
This is the definition. How we can show. Please read it carefully. Now to describe example 2 and 3, we need to show a sample space. 2-die sample space. You can find this in the drive, okay? There's sample space for 2 fair dice are rolled. Can you see? If we roll 2 dice at a time, we get how many in total outcomes? How many outcomes? 36, not 6. 6 square. 6 square. 6 sides with 2 dice. So 6 square is 36. It will be required for example 2 and 3. Look at this. A red die and a white die are rolled. Rolled, that means they are thrown. Let A be the event 4 on the red die. A be the event 4 on the red die, okay? And B be the event sum of dice is odd. B is the event sum of dice is odd. Okay, let us see. A is 4 on the red die. I'm using the color to make this sure. I'm taking A by the navy blue color. 4 on the red die. Let us take they are red. I'm taking red. What is the color given actually? Red and
Red and white.
Red and white. White color not possible, so I am showing red and blue. আর white color তো আমাদের কাছে নাই, ঠিক আছে? So I am taking red. Say red here in this direction, and blue in this direction. Now first we have to show red die. 4 in the, what is the red die? Set A. 4 on the red die. So what is the 4 on the red die? 4 on the red die is this, right? This is the 4 on the red die. So we get base 4, right? So how many elements in A? Can you tell me? P of A is what? 6 by 36. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You can write first n of S equal to 36, n of A equal to say what? 6. Then B. What is B? B is sum is odd. Sum is odd. Now, how can see sum is odd? How can we find the odd numbers? Can anyone help me? How can we find the odd numbers? Look at this. This is odd, 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 right? Odd, odd, odd. Can you see? Hello?
Sir, 3
Yes.
Yes,
number
sir.
হলো, sir 2 কেন odd হলো?
Where? Sum is odd. Sum
Odd.
is odd.
Oh, আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা, okay.
Not actually numbers. Okay, sum is odd. So how many odd numbers? You can see 18 of them are odd numbers. How many?
18.
18.
So n of B is 18 by 36. Now you can see n of A intersection B. How many common elements A and B? That is, we'll
Sir,
find.
even English 18.
Now how many intersection of A and B? You can see this,
3.
this. There's 3 other common elements, right? There are 4 in the red die. Also, there are
I know.
some are odd.
Odd.
So 3. Then you get P of A intersection B is equal to 3 by 36. Okay. Now we can find, say, P of A into P of B. P of A into P of B is what? 6 by 36. Can you help me? 18 by 36. What's the number? 2. 3 by 36. And this is exactly what? So what can we see? What can we tell? A and B are independent. A and B are
independent.
Independent, sir.
okay. Everyone clear? We have shown A and B are independent. Now let's go in number 3. Same dice but of different statements. Once again, the red die and white die are rolled. See the 5 on the red die. Now see the 5 on the red die, and D is the sum of dice is 11. D is what?
Our dice is 11.
Sum of dice is 11. So first we go C. See 5 on the red die. C is the 5 on the red die. I think you can get this. Okay, 5 on the red die. So I am taking 5 on the red die. So this is These are the 5 on the red die. How many elements here?
6.
So n of c equal to 6. So what can I write? Probability of c is what?
6 by 36.
And d is 11. Sum is 11. D is sum is 11. Can anyone help me to get the sum is 11? I think there are only two. Right?
Yes, sir.
Sum is 11 is 2. So what is n of d? 2.
So 2 by 36. Oh, sorry.
So 2 by 36. Now you can see n of c intersection d. How many common elements there? 1, right? How many common elements?
Only 1.
Only 1. So we'll get P of c intersection d is equal to 1 by 36. Now you can see the probability of c into probability of d is equal to 6 by 36 into 2 by 36. So we get 6 and 18, 1 by 108, which is not equal to what? Is not equal to what?
C intersection D.
So what can you conclude? What can you say?
Not independent.
They are not independent. C and B are not independent. So you see, A and B independent, whereas C and D not independent. Do you understand? Okay. So see that actually without knowing the figure, these maths are hard. Can you solve without a figure?
No, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I will give this edited version in my group. See them after the class. Okay. So I am saving. Otherwise it may lose. Taking huge time. Okay. Now let's go to the next example. There are some important words. If A and B are independent, then all sort of their complements are also independent. Okay, A and B independent, and A and B prime independent, A prime B independent, also A prime B prime are independent. So all sort of independence are present. Now we are going to show the pairwise independence. You can see an arm contains the number balls with the number 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many balls there?
4.
4 balls. Good. 4 balls here. Now A, B, C are defined as A consider 2 balls, A 1 and 2, B consider 2 balls 1 and 3, and C consider 2 balls 1 and 4. Definitely each ball have 2 or 4, so all of them have the same probability. What's this?
1 by 2.
Sir, 1 by 4, sir.
1 by 4. No, not 1 by 4. Half. A, B, C, all of them have the same probability, that is 1 by what? 2, half.
2.
Now, you can see A intersection B is the common element is 1. That is n of A intersection B, if you consider, there is only 1. Similarly, n of A intersection C is also 1. And finally, n of B intersection C, all of them have a common element. So their intersection has a probability 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. It is exactly equal to P of A into P of B, P of A into P of C, P of B into P of C. So there is no problems in pairs. There is no problem in pairs. So they are pairwise independent. They are what?
Pairwise independent.
Pairwise independent.
Pairwise independent. Okay, it's fine. Now, if you take all three, n of A intersection B intersection C, once again they have the same element, that is 1. So it's probability 1 by 4. But if you take the all three products, then what will we have? Half into half into half. What is this?
1 by 8.
1 by 8. Definitely 1 by 4 not equal to 1 by 8, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if we take them in pairs, then they are independent. But if we take all of them, then they are not independent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Only pair.
Only pairs. They are called a pairwise independence, not the universal or mutually independent. Okay. They are not mutually independent. They are pairwise independent. If they mutually independent, then this relation also can be hold. মিউচুয়াল হলে এটাও হোল্ড করতে হবে, আর এটা হোল্ড না করে যদি শুধু এগুলা করে তখন আমরা কি বলবো? পেয়ার ওয়াইজ। কি বলবো?
Pairwise independent.
Pair wise. If additionally this is hold, then we call what? Mutual.
Mutually.
But getting mutually is tough. Most of the cases you can find pairwise independence. In real life, you will get the pairwise independence. Now let's go. We are going to study the redundant system. What is this? Redundant system. Can you tell me anything about the redundant system? Any idea? You are using the mobile, right?
Yes, sir.
Now in the present day, we can find the mobiles have quad core, octa core. Do you know?
Processor, sir.
Right, processors. Quad core means 4 chips. Actually,
Yes,
not 4 chips. It's actually 4 partitions of the chip, but the partitions are independent, right? They are working independently, but within a chipset. And octa-core means 8 chipsets in a single chip. They are working independently, but they will work pairwise, right?
Yes, sir.
Usually in a CPU, if octa-core, then 2 of the cores are working heavily and the rest of them are supporting. If those 2 are getting tired, actually not getting tired in the electrical chips, getting heated, you know, when they work, they are going to be heated. If a pair is heated enough, then it stops working and another pair going to work, right?
Right, sir.
So they are working by turn, pair after pair. So if there is octa core, your mobile have a capacity to bypass the work 4 times. So octa core devices are more reliable than the quad core, because quad core can can bypass 2 times. 1 time, whereas octa core 3 times. First pair, then second pair, then third pair, then fourth pair. So 4 times. So 4 times is reliable than 2 times, right?
Yes, sir.
They are working independently. Actually, this is not obvious which pair is starting first. Okay. Now, if I say your device is not working, what mean by this? Say your mobile is hanged. That means what? all the pairs are heated. That is, all the pairs stopped working. So your mobile is now hanged. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Because at least one, if one of the pair is working, it will not be hang. তাহলে অন্তত এক জোড়া যদি কাজ করে তাহলে হ্যাং করবে না। হ্যাং তখনই করবে যখন সবগুলাই কি হবে,
বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে।
বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে। Similarly, the rocket has a redundant system. That is, a rocket actually have 3 cockpits. How many cockpits? That is 3 engines. 3 engines. Say this is K1, this is K2, this is K3. There are 3 components. They are working by redundant system. If K1 work first, if it get enough heated, then it bypass to K2 or K3. Say K2. If K2 heated enough, then it will pass to the K3. If K3 heated enough, it will pass back to K1. This. If any of them is working efficiently, then the rocket will go. That is, will work. But if the rocket fails, that means all of them failed. If rocket fails, that is all of them
failed.
Say A1 is the probability K1 fail. A1 is the probability of K1. Event K1 fails. Similarly, A2 is the probability of what? K2 fails. And A3 is probability what?
K3 fails.
K3 fails. Now, unfortunately, say A1 intersection A2 intersection A3. That means what? All 3 fail.
Yes, sir.
All 3 fail. All 3 fail means what?
Mutually.
No, the rocket will stop.
স্যার সিস্টেম চলবে না রকেট।
Right. System will not work. It will stop. We are thinking physically, okay? A1 means first component stops. A2 means second stops. A3 means third stops. All intersection, that means all stops. That means the rocket will not work, right?
Yes, sir.
It complement means what? At least one work. It complement means what?
At least one work.
That is not all stops. Intersection means all stops. Complement means not all stops. That is at least one stops. That is the rocket will run. That is the probability of rocket will run. But that is the probability what?
Rocket will run.
So the efficiency of rocket can be found like this if it has 4 engines or 4 components. That is, do you understand? So the probability of system does not fail, that is work. Does not fail, that means work is this. But we know for complement we can write this, right? Okay. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have said the rocket components are mutually independent. That is, they have the same probability and they can work independently. So mutually independent, that is P of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3. We can write this. Can we write it? Then
Yes, sir.
each of them have the probability of stopping is 0.15. প্রত্যেকে থেমে যাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা কিন্তু 0.15 বলে দিয়েছে। Look at this. Failure probability is 0.15. That is failure probability 0.15. So success probability 0.85. That is একটা রকেট 85% কাজ করার ক্ষমতা রাখে। কত পার্সেন্ট?
85
ফেল করার প্রবাবিলিটি তাহলে কত পার্সেন্ট?
15
15 বললে কেটে দিব 0.15। ও পার্সেন্টেজ বলে ঠিক আছে। So if we product this, you can write this. Can I write it?
Yes, sir.
So this is the probability. So we first find the total probability of failure and now subtract one this total failure from 1, we get the total success, that is the accuracy of the rocket. Now if we consider 4 components, initially it was 3 components. If you take 4 components, then what will have? Very similar, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the probability increased?
Yes, sir.
That is, if the component increase, the probability also increase. Probability of success also increase. But if you actually add more components, it will need more fuel. Also, the weight of the rocket will be heavier. So it should be optimized such that with the minimum number of components, maximum accuracy can be gained. Because the more you add the component, the more you need the fuel and weight, right? তাহলে যতই তুমি কম্পোনেন্ট অ্যাড করবা তার অ্যাকুরেসি বাড়লেও যেহেতু ফুয়েলের বিষয় আছে, এখানে ওয়েটের বিষয় আছে, এজন্য অপটিমাইজ করা হয় যাতে সবচেয়ে কম ইঞ্জিনে সবচেয়ে বেশি পরিমাণ কি করা যায়,
স্যার পাওয়া যায়।
পাওয়া যায়। And it has been seen that 3 components is best. So usually the rocket has how many components? 3 components.
3 স্যার।
It is optimized. Like in your mobile, if you use the 4 core, it will work. If you use the 8 core, it will work more. If you use the 16 core, it will work more and more. But the battery capacity, also the price will be very high. That's why yet now 8 cores are optimized, right? Now I have heard Samsung going to start the 16 cores. It may be very priced, very high priced. You can assume, right? 16 করতে খরচ বেশি লেগে যাবে না?
জি স্যার, অনেক বেশি।
জি স্যার।
মোবাইলে তত দরকার নাই। Okay. Now you can see if A, B, C are mutually independent, these events are also independent. Accordingly, we can write this is true. That is, many events can be taken mutually independent. Okay, like in a football game, there are how many players?
11.
11 players. Say
স্যার 1 টিম 11 প্লেয়ার।
11 players usually. In a match, there are 11 players. So each player can have a chance to shoot in a penalty. Each of them can independently shoot, right?
Right,
So
sir.
the probability of getting a goal pair is mutually independent. So we can write this. Like if we toss a coin n times, always their head and tail are independent. Am I right? Am I
জি
right?
স্যার।
Also, if we say flip coin or roll a dice, 6-sided dice, also getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are always independent. So they are also mutually independent. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you agree, then we can proceed. If you're not, then we need to study once again. Come forward.
স্যার আলাদা আলাদা ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট হলে সবগুলো একসাথে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট, এটাই তো?
Exactly. খুব সহজ ভাষায় বলে ফেলছো। ঠিক আছে। A fair 6-sided dice is rolled 6 independent times. 6-sided dice rolled 6 independent times. So how many times actually? 6 to the power 6, right? What will happen? 6 to the power 6 means what? 4, 6, 6. How many total outcomes? How many outcomes? There are possibility of getting these outcomes. Possibility, but we will get only how many? 6 in 6 times, right? a fair six-sided dice. A fair six-sided dice rolls 6 times. Okay. Anyway, the total is not in our target, so I am leaving it. Our target is independently one by one, so we will go one by one. We will not consider total. That is the benefit of independence. বুঝতে পেরেছো? পুরোটা আমাকে একসাথে হিসাব করতে হবে না। Let AI be the event that the site AI, listen carefully, AI be the event that I observed in the ith row. I observed in the ith row. What is this? That is, A1 means one of them in the first row, one in first, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is A2? 2 in second, right? And A3 means 3 in
in third.
third. They are independent. So it's not actually mandatory that one the first, then 2 in the second. Anyone then happen. যে কোনো একটা ঘটতে পারে, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anyone can happen, also it is possible anyone cannot happen. হওয়া যদি ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট হয় তাহলে না হওয়াটা ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট না? Okay? You understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the P of A1? Can you tell me? Since they're independent, P of A1, one in the first trial, it doesn't matter in which trial because they're independent. So 1 is 1 by 6. Because it doesn't matter in which trial, all trials are independent. So getting 1 is 1 by 6. Also getting 2 in 1 by 6. So what is P of A2? 2 in the second, 1 by 6 because they are equal probable, right?
Yes, sir.
That is, for every I, probability is 1 by 6. If probability of AI is 1 by 6, probability of not AI is what?
5 by 6.
5 by 6. Do you understand up to this?
Yes, sir.
That is, 1 in the first trial, it doesn't matter the first or second. Getting 1 is 1 by 6. This is independent, so always it is 1 by 6. Similarly, 2 in second is 1 by 6, 3 in second, third in 3 by 6, up to 6 in sixth is 1 by 6. So getting anyone in the targeted trial is 1 by 6 and not getting is 5 by 6. Now, what is B? B denotes the event that at least one match occurs. B, that is, at least one of them is true. B means what? B means at least one of them is correct, but that is the problem. At least once, but at least once. At least one means which one? First one or second one or third one or fourth one? Do we know?
No, sir.
We don't know. Okay, so at least one we don't know. What about if at least one, that is one we don't know. If 2 times, which 2? First 2 or second, third or third, fourth? Do we know?
No, sir.
No. If 3 times, we don't know which 3 times. If 5 times, which 5 times? We don't know. Actually, we don't know anything. আমরা যেহেতু কিছু জানি না, তাহলে আমাদের ওয়েটা কি? We will find no match. যদি আমরা no match বের করতে পারি, সেটা 1 থেকে বিয়োগ করলে at least 1 match চলে আসবে না?
Yes, sir.
এই সবাই বুঝতে পারছো? At least one match is so tough. They are asking for at least one match. That is 1 in 1, 2 in 2, 3 in 3. Okay, this is so tough because at least one, that is 1 times or 2 times or 3 times, but we don't know actually one time. If 1 time, which one? First or second or third? We don't know. If 2 times, which 2? We don't know. So getting at least one is so tough. You can find, if we can find no match, মানে কোনো কিছু মিলে নাই. If we can subtract then one from 1, we can get at least. তাহলে কোনো কিছু মিলে না, এটা বের করে আমরা 1 থেকে বিয়োগ করলে at least 1 চলে আসবে না?
Yes, sir.
So at least one match is actually 1 minus no match. If B is at least one match, B prime is no match.
No
But
match.
we know that what is the no match. নো ম্যাচটা আমরা জানি, নো ম্যাচ দ্যাট ইজ নট ইন ফার্স্ট, নট ইন সেকেন্ড, আপ টু নট ইন 6, এটা তো সহজ তাই না? নো ম্যাচ মানে কি? কখনোই মিলে নাই। তাহলে
জি,
1
স্যার।
থেকে 6, 1 থেকে 6 সব মিলে নাই, এটা আমাদের জন্য সহজ না?
Yes.
Okay, no match. So we know that the probability of no match is what?
5/6.
5/6 স্যার।
Just put 6 times 5/6, so 1 minus 5/6 to the power 6. This is the answer. মনে আছে আমি বলেছিলাম যে কমপ্লিমেন্ট খুব পাওয়ারফুল একটা টুল, মনে আছে?
জি স্যার, ফার্স্ট ক্লাসে বলছি।
The complement is a very powerful tool. Sometimes we use this in our work. Say the Qurban is coming, right?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Usually the middle class people use the complement issue. Say, if I cannot go with my friends A, what is the probability? If I cannot go with my friend B, so all sort of negative things are multiplied, then subtracted from 1. That is the probability of getting the part of the Qurbani. আমরা কিন্তু এভাবে কিন্তু ফ্যামিলিগতভাবে করি না? একটু বাংলায় বলি, হ্যাঁ, তুমি চিন্তা করো যে আমার তো এবার টাকা লাগবে 10,000, আমাকে কে দিবে এটা হিসাব করা ঝামেলা, তাহলে কোথা থেকে পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা নাই সেগুলো হিসাব করে 1 থেকে সাবট্রাক্ট করলে পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনাটা চলে আসবে না?
জি স্যার, হ্যাঁ।
জি স্যার।
আমরা কিন্তু সবাই কিন্তু ভিতর ভিতর এটা করি,
জি স্যার।
কেউ বলতে পারবে না স্যার আমি করি না। ওকে, now we are once again going to do. Can you see, actually the math is exactly 1 line, 2 line, 3, 4 line, but the statement is so lengthy. So এই math গুলো বুঝতে হবে, হ্যাঁ। The probability that a compound workforce has at least one accident during a certain month is 0.01 k. K is number of the days in the month. So the getting accident in any month is 0.01 k, while k in the month. So in January k is 31, for February month is k is 28, for March k is 31. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes.
So in January the probability of accident is what? 0.01 into 31 is equal to what? 0.31. In February this is what?
2.8.
In March this is what?
0.31.
3 on.
In April, what is the probability of accident? April is 30.
0.30.
30. Okay. Similarly, the other months have the probability. Assume that number of accidents are independent from month to month. They are mutually independent, month to month. The compound years of January, so starting from here. Find the probability that first accident occurs in April. First in April, that means what? First in April, that means no in January, no in February, no in March, then one in April.
April.
Look at this. None in January, none in February, none in March, and at least one in the April. So January, probability of January is 0.31, and none means 1 minus its probability, right?
Yes, sir.
Probability of accident 0.31, so probability of not accident is 1 minus 0.31. Similarly February, similarly March, but in April accident occurs, so there is no 1 minus, right? Do you understand? So there is a probability. So there is a probability after product. There is a probability of at least one accident in the April. বুঝতে পেরেছো? কি বুঝা গেছে? Then number 8. Three inspectors look at the critical component of a product. Their probability of detecting a defect, that is, there is a defect already occurred, and inspectors are going to find it, right? And their success rate, what is their success rate? What is the success rate?
0.99, 0.98, and 0.96.
If we assume the independence, that is they working independently, so they are mutually independent. They are mutually independent. Now, the probability of at least one detecting the defect, at least one, that is the same problem what we faced in the last example. At least one, that means maybe the first one, maybe the second one, maybe the third one, also maybe first two, also maybe second two, or we can consider also all three. So এভাবে অনেক কম্বিনেশন বের করা অনেক জটিল না আমাদের জন্য?
Yes, sir.
So simply, this is the failure of the first one because 0.99 is a success. So 0.101 is failure, right? Because 1 minus 0.99 is what? Do you understand? This is the probability of failure of the second. This is the probability of failure of what? Third,
Third.
right? So their product, that is all are failed. All are failed, right?
Yes, sir.
One minus, that is not all fail. Not all fail, that means at least one success. Do you understand?
Yes.
Not all fail, তার মানে কি অন্তত একজন সাকসেস তো পাইছে, সো 1 থেকে অল ফেল বিয়োগ করতে হবে না?
Yes, sir.
জি স্যার, হ্যাঁ।
Then another, only one finding the defect, that is one successful, two fail. But one successful, two fail, what is the probability? We can consider first one successful, or second one successful, or third one successful. If one successful, rest of two fail, like first we consider the first one successful, second and third fail, right? Second successful, first and third fail. Third successful, first and second fail. That is, each in every cases one successful, two failed, right? You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is the probability exactly one successful. কারণ exactly one successful বলেছে, বাট বলেনি কে, এই জন্য তোমাকে সবারটাই চিন্তা করতে হবে, ফার্স্ট ওয়ান অর সেকেন্ড ওয়ান অর থার্ড ওয়ান। ডু ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড? নাও ইফ দে ফাইন্ড এক্স্যাক্টলি টু সাকসেসফুল, এখানে ওয়ান সাকসেসফুল হয়েছে, ওখানে কি হবে? এক্স্যাক্টলি টু সাকসেসফুল হলে কি হবে? 0.99 into 0.98 into 2 successful, so third one will be fail, right? I'm answering this.
জি স্যার।
Or now we have shown third one fail. Let us consider now first and third successful, so who will fail? Say exactly two successful, that means one fail, right? Two successful means
জি স্যার, স্যার ওয়ান ফেল।
Exactly
One
one fail.
who will fail? First we consider a third fail, then second fail, then should be the first one fail, right?
ফার্স্ট ওয়ান ফেল স্যার, সেকেন্ড ওয়ান and থার্ড ওয়ান is successful.
Right. After the product you get the total result. Okay, similarly all find the defect, that is all are successful, just product all of them. 0.99 into 0.98 into 0.96, all are successful. Okay, বুঝতে পারছো?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Successful.
জি স্যার।
Yes, sir.
Quantify করবো।
বাট বাসায় করতে হবে কিন্তু।
স্যার যদি এখানে অ্যাট মোস্ট থাকতো তাহলে আমরা কি এই সূত্র ব্যবহার করতে পারতাম?
At most what?
Sir.
At most
At
one.
most one.
At most one যদি বের করতে হয় তাহলে তোমাকে জিরো অর্থাৎ নো সাকসেসফুল বের করতে হবে, ওয়ান সাকসেসফুল বের করতে হবে, দুটো যোগ করতে হবে। If at most one, that is 0 and 1. So first no successful, find no successful, that is on this.
Yes.
Then find one successful, that is this. Then add them. You'll get at most one. Okay?
Yes, sir.
এই ধরনের ম্যাথ আমাদের আছে, আমরা সামনে দেখব। Now the last example of this chapter. আমি এগুলো দেখবো না, আমি সহজে নিয়ে যাচ্ছি, এত কিছু দেখাচ্ছি না, আমি জাস্ট এই ম্যাথটা আমার মতো করে আমি সলিউশন করে দিচ্ছি। ওকে, এখানে অনেক কিছু বলেছে। Suppose that on 5 consecutive days, how many trials you in hand? 5, okay?
5, sir.
5. Wins day, there's an instant winner. Lottery ticket is purchased. The probability of winning is 1 by 5. So probability of winning is what?
1 by 5.
So probability of losing is what?
Sir, 1 minus 1 by 5.
1 minus 1 by 5.
4 by 5. Okay. Assuming the independence trial, we have এগুলো দরকার না actually. পরীক্ষা এরকম আসে না. In general, the probability of purchasing 2 winning tickets. What is the probability of purchasing 2 winning tickets? So probability of 2 winning ticket. If you purchase 2 winning tickets, so 1 by 5 whole square, right? If you purchase 2 winning
Yes, sir.
ticket, definitely how many is losing ticket? In total 5. 2 winning ticket. So how many losing tickets?
3.
3, sir.
3. But you don't know the arrangement of this. Out of 5, you can find 3 winning tickets in this way, right? Can you remember the combination for probability of combination?
Yes, sir.
Because you know you have to find 2 winning tickets and then 3 losing tickets. Fine. But who is 2 days? You don't know. So you have to take all sort of the combinations. So 5C2. That is the answer, right? গল্প এখানেই শেষ। এত কিছু লেখা দরকার আছে? বুঝতে পেরেছো?
স্যার লাস্ট লাইন
Sir,
একটু বাংলা
5C2 টা বুঝিনি স্যার।
Out of 5 tickets, you have to take 2 winning tickets. So it can be possible in this way. Clear? কারণ এখানের মধ্যে অনেক ধরনের অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট হতে পারে। দেখছো তার কত ধরনের অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট দেখাচ্ছে? দেখতে পাচ্ছ? এটা আরো অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট সম্ভব। তাহলে এত কিছু আমার করার দরকার নেই। আমার তো প্রতিবারই এটা আসছে না?
5টা কম্বিনেশনের মধ্যে 2টা
Out of 5 tickets, you have to find 2 winning tickets. So just winning
Yes,
and losing probability যোগ গুণ করে দাও, তার সাথে কম্বিনেশনটা গুণ করে দাও।
কম্বিনেশনটা আচ্ছা কম্বিনেশন
Sorry.
That is easy. So এত লেন্দি লেখার দরকার নেই। এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা পড়বো চ্যাপ্টার 2.4 এ। এটা বাইনোমিয়াল থিওরেমের পার্ট। জাস্ট এখানে দেখালো আর কি যে এটা করা যায়। Let's start the example. So what are we going to do here? We'll study here from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, একটা থাকার কথা। আমি একটু দেখি আমাদের কোর্স প্ল্যানে কি আছে। from chapter 1.4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, up to 9, right? Up to 9. Okay. এই ম্যাথগুলো সহজ আছে। এগুলো সহজ আছে। সো আমরা একটু দেখে নিই এগুলো কিভাবে করতে হবে। আমি মনে করি তোমরা এগুলো করতে পারবা। Chapter 1.4. I'm not willing to do all the maths because আমি কিছু কিছু আমাদের বুঝাই দেব মানে যেটা করবা, ঠিক আছে? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
If I do number 3, you can do number 1 very easily. So this homework, I'm starting with 2. Say 2, P of A is 0.03 and P of B is what? 0.06, right? So P of A, number 2 here. P of A is 0.3 and P of B is 0.6. Then P of A union B, we have to find. Usually this is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, right? You know,
Yes, sir.
but here they are independent. As they are independent, what can you write? Can I write it? So 0.3 plus 0.6 minus 0.3 into 0.6. After the calculation, we'll get 0.72. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is A. Now B said if they are mutually independent, mutually exclusive. We know that if they are mutually exclusive, then they have no common element. That's why mutually exclusive means they have no common element. Then what will happen?
0, sir. 0.
So of A under B, we have said if they are mutually exclusive, there is no common element. That conditional probability is 0, but we'll show there logically. 0 by 0.6 equal to what? 0. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now going to 3. We are given P of A equal to 1 by 4. P of B is 2 by 3. So they are given. We have to find some elements from here. First, we have to find A intersection B. A intersection B. We need to find some sort of properties here because P of A and B are given. We know A and B are independent, then their complements are also independent. Can you remember? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Independent.
Now A, this is easy. P of A intersection B. I think you can find it. P of A into P of B. So what will happen? 1 by 4 into 2 by 3, 1 by 6. Okay? বুঝতে পেরেছো? রেসপন্স করতে হবে। আমি তো বুঝতে পারছি না বুঝছো কি বুঝো নাই।
B, sir.
Yes, sir.
जी सर.
A intersection B prime. So simply you can write P of A into P of B prime. That is what? 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. That is what? 1 by 12?
1 by 12.
Good. Then come to C. P of A prime intersection B prime. It can be done two way. You can use this. You can use directly P of A prime into P of B prime. Then what? A prime is what? 3 by 4, 1 by 3. 3 by 4, 1 by 3. So 1 by 4, right? Also, you can do this, but I am not preferring this. You can do this like this. Probability of using De Morgan's formula, right?
Okay.
That is 1 minus. Sorry. You can write 1 minus P of A union B, P of A plus P of B minus. Look at this. This is so lengthy, right?
Yes, sir.
So I am ignoring this. It's better, right?
Okay, sir.
Then D. We'll use De Morgan if it reduce our calculation. If it increase actually lengthen our calculation, we shouldn't use it. যে ক্যালকুলেশন আমাদের লম্বা করে ফেলবো সেটা করা দরকার আছে, but now we use it. Here we can use the De Morgan's formula, and we already have our this value. What is the value?
1 by 4.
So we can write directly because we have already the value. Then E, this is E, P of A prime intersection B prime. There is a formula we have used in first chapter. You can use that. Also, you can write in this way: A prime into P of B. What is P of A prime? 3 by 4. And what is B? 2 by 3, right?
2 by 3.
So half. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
তো দেখো আমরা অনেক শর্টকাটে করেছি বিকজ আমরা ফর্মুলা জানতাম। ফর্মুলা না জানলে ম্যাথগুলো কি হয়ে যাবে? লেন্দি হয়ে যাবে। ওকে, now 5. P of A is 8.8, P of B is 0.5, P of A union B is 0.9. Are A B independent? Why? তো তার কথা হচ্ছে তুমি কিভাবে পাইছো ওটা দেখাই দিবা আর কি। ওকে, কিভাবে দেখাবো বলো তো? কি দেওয়া আছে আগে তুলে নেই নাকি? Here given P of A equal to what? 0.8. P of B equal to what? 0.5. And P of A union B is what? 0.9. Now look at this. We know P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Do you know? 0.9,
Yes, sir.
0.8, 0.5 minus P of A intersection B. So after the calculation, we get P of A intersection B. We got A intersection B from the formula. This is 0.4. From the formula, we got this. Also, P of A into P of B. P of A is 0.8, P of B is 0.5. 0.4. They are equal, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the answer why. This is the answer why. P of A into P of B. So A and B are independent. Clear? কি বুঝা যাচ্ছে? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now number 7, maybe it will be the last math for today because we haven't enough time. তাহলে আজকে 8-9 করা যাচ্ছে না। আসলে না আমরা নেক্সট দিন করব। Each of 3 football players would attempt to kick a field goal from 20 yards line. Let AI denote that even the goal made by the player I. তাহলে A1 হচ্ছে first. A1 is first player making the goal. A2 for the second player. A3 for the third player. Do you understand? The probability of their success rate: first player 0.5, second player 0.7, third player 0.6. The compute that exactly 1 player successful, exactly 2 players successful. ক্যালকুলেশন আমি করে দিব না যেহেতু টাইম নেই, আমি শুধু ডাটাগুলো বসাই দেব, ক্যালকুলেশনগুলো নিজেরা করবা। ওকে,
Okay, sir.
because the maths are so easy. 7. Look at this. First we will take the probabilities. P of A1 is 0.5. So what can we find? P of A1 prime is what? Success rate of first player is 0.1. So failure rate is also what? Okay. Then 0.7 for the second player. So what is the failure rate of second player? Can you tell me?
Sir, 1 minus 0.7.
So
0.3.
and the probability of success of the third player is 0.6. So what is the probability of its failure?
0.4.
Good. Now look at this. It said that exactly 1 player successful. So what is the probability of, say we are taking A, exactly 1 player successful. That is what? Probability of, say, A1 successful, A2 successful, but A3, sorry, A1 successful, then A2, A3 fail, right? Plus
Right, sir.
what? Say A1's fail, A2 successful, then A3 fail, right? Then the third assumption is what? What is the third assumption? A1 fail,
A1 is successful.
A1 fail, A2 fail, A3
A3
success.
successful. A3 successful. Then you can write here P of A1, P of A1, A2 prime, P of A3 prime, plus P of A1 prime. We can write this because they are mutually independent, right?
Yes, sir.
Others কিন্তু লিখতে পারবা না। A3 prime, then P of A1 prime, P of A2 prime, P of A3. I think you can put the value from here and then do the calculation. Okay, পারবা না?
Yes, sir. পারবো।
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if you now tell me if exactly 2 players successful, then what will happen? A1,
Sir, one player unsuccessful. A1, A2, A3 prime.
A3 prime, good. Then say
Sir,
A1,
A1, A3, A2 prime হবে আর A3 হচ্ছে খালি থাকবে।
good.
তারপর
Then
স্যার A1 prime আর A2 আর A3 খালি।
then you can write in this form and do the calculation. Can you complete this?
জি স্যার।
Yes, sir.
Okay. তাহলে তোমরা যদি এটা বুঝে থাকো, if you can understand number 7, I think you can do also number 9. Okay, next class we will do this too. Okay, because we have to take the attendance. Now, do you have any question? Hello.
স্যার আমাদের ফার্স্ট সিটি কবে নাগাদ নিতে পারেন? মানে এটা কি ঈদের পরে হবে বা ঈদের আগে?
Definitely after Eid, because in the next class we will complete chapter 1.5, and by this chapter 1 will be cleared.
ওকে স্যার।
Then okay. এই দুটো আমরা 5-6 মিনিটে করতে পারতাম, কিন্তু সময় নাই, 2 মিনিট সময় আছে মাত্র। Any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm opening the attendance page.
স্যার আমাদের ঈদের আগে আর কয়টা ক্লাস আছে?
1 Saturday.
ওকে।
Section C. Okay.